And we're going to start on page 91. So in your grammar book, go to page 91. I see, Kristen, that you turned off your... Oh, there you are. Hello, good morning. All right. 91. We are talking about coordinating conjunctions, and you might be thinking, wait a minute, I already know coordinating conjunctions, right? Because those are the fanboys words, and you guys already know those. It's true. But today we're going to talk about the comma rule that goes with coordinating conjunctions. So, woohoo! All right, let's go commas. Come on, you got to get excited with me. Okay. So in week 2, we learned 2 comma rules to use when a sentence has a coordinating conjunction: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So those rules were, if you're listing 3 things, by the way, they give you a nice little handy dandy note right here on the margin or in the margin. There's your fanboys word. These are the rules you already know. If you're listing A, B, and C, if it's 3 adjectives, if it's 3 nouns, if it's 3 verbs, whatever part of speech it is, if you have 3, you use commas in between. So A, comma, B, comma, and C. That's how you do that. If, like this one, Robin was kind, funny, and brave. 3 adjectives there describing Robin, so commas between, but before and. And then here is if you have 2, A and B. So Robin was kind and funny. If he's only 2 things, then you don't need a comma. Those are the 2 rules you learned way back at the beginning of this book with coordinating conjunctions. So today, lucky you, you get to learn 2 more rules, all kinds of comma rules. And it says compare these sentences. So here we're looking at if it has a main clause, which is MC. CC, we already know that's coordinating conjunction. And if it's connecting to the second verb. We're going to look at that example. And then the other example is MC, CC, MC. So if the fanboys words is connecting a whole clause to one verb, you don't need a comma for that. If it's connecting 2 main clauses together, then you do need a comma. Okay, got some people coming in. So let me let these guys in. Look at the 2 examples here. We're on page 91 if you're just now logging in. The stranger waited and whistled a tune. So the stranger waited and whistled a tune. We have the stranger, that's the subject. The subject is doing 2 things. He waited and whistled. So technically the main clause is the stranger waited. And then we have the CC is and it's connecting to a second verb, which is whistled. That's this pattern right here. The next example, we're on page 91. Here, the stranger waited and Robin whistled a tune. Notice we have a second subject here. So guess what? We have the stranger, the subject, waited, that's the verb. So this is considered a main clause, the stranger waited. Then we have the CC, which is and, but then we have a new subject, Robin, and another verb, whistled, a tune. So technically that's another main clause. So when you are connecting 2 main clauses, you need a comma. That's the 2 rules you're going to talk about today. So you're going to look for the second subject. That'll tell you if it's 2 main clauses. If there's two subjects, that's 2 clauses. If it's just a verb after the coordinating conjunction, then you're only connecting the second verb and you don't need a comma. That's the rule. Okay, so jump down here. Here it is again. Do not use a comma if the pattern is main clause, MC, CC, coordinating conjunction, and second verb. If there's no subject after that CC, you don't need a comma. Here's the other pattern. This is when you do need a comma. If it's MC, which is main clause, comma, CC, MC. If you have another subject, remember main clauses have to have a subject and a verb. So if you see a subject and a verb, after the coordinating conjunction, then you know you're connecting two main clauses and you need a comma. So here they're going to mess up all over the place just for you guys. They're getting bad now. It's going to be really messy. But here we've got Robin agreed to spar and made a staff. Notice we do not have a subject after CC. So this is connecting the main clause. Robin agreed to spar. Here's the CC and then the verb, made a staff. So take out the comma if it does not have a subject after that. And then the next example does. So it says Robin agreed to spar and he made a staff. So we've got two main clauses. Robin agreed to spar, he made a staff, and we've got the coordinating conjunction in the middle. So that's when you do need a comma. All right, that's the rule. There's a practice page actually on page 92. So let's see if we can identify these. And Dominic, if you can turn on your camera, go ahead and do so if you can. And we're going to take turns deciding. So what you're going to do is read the sentence, take turns reading the sentence, and then you're going to decide, does it follow this pattern, MCCC second verb, or does it follow this pattern, MC, comma, CC, MC? And we're going to figure out where the commas go if it's this. So you're looking for a second subject. So how about we start with Reagan? Go ahead and read that sentence and tell us if it's the first pattern or the second pattern. Which one do you think it follows? So read the sentence first. Yeah, out loud actually to the class.
Sorry, my mic wouldn't unmute for a second.
Oh, okay.
Robin accepted the challenge and collected his arrows.
Okay. Which pattern do you think it is?
I think it would be the first one.
So you've got your CC here but there's no subject afterwards. So you're right. It's this first one. So you have your main clause, Robin accepted the challenge and collected his arrows. If it said, and he collected his arrows, then it would be this pattern. But you're right. It's this. Okay, good. So we don't need a comma in that one. So how about Ryan, go ahead and read the next one. You can mute. There you go. And then Ryan, when you're ready, read this one.
Okay, so Robin accepted the challenge and he collected his arrows.
Okay. Does it follow this pattern, the first pattern, or the second pattern?
It follows the second pattern.
Yes, very good. So CC is here and we have another subject, he. So you're right. So where does that comma go? Because this does require a comma.
Let me see. Robin accepted the challenge after challenge.
Perfect. I like how you figured that out because that's the main clause, comma, and then another main clause.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah, good job. And then Ramsey, since you're right there, go ahead and read the next one and then tell me which pattern you think it is.
Okay, so the waterfall spilled over the cliff and it created a whirlpool.
Nice. Okay. Which pattern do you think it follows?
The second one.
You're right. We have, and again is the CC, and we have a new subject, it. It created. So we have waterfall spilled and it created. So where does the comma go, Ramsey?
The waterfall spilled over the cliff.
Comma.
Yeah.
Good. Right before the CC. Excellent. Nice job. Okay, Abby. Next one.
It's the first thing.
Yeah, go ahead and read it just so we all see it.
The waterfall spilled over the cliff and created a whirlpool.
And you're right, it is the first one. Because notice they don't have it here. That was the second subject, but on this one, it just says and created. It goes right into the verb. So you're right. And that one doesn't need a comma. And then Tyler, what about the next one?
Little John released the arrow, but surprisingly missed the target.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's the second one because I'm not seeing a subject here.
So the
I mean the
second,
first one, I mean the
okay,
first one.
okay. The second one does have a
I was looking at
subject.
second verb and said second.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yes, you're right. It is the first one because there is no second subject. And we have but is the conjunction there. So no comma. Good job. And then Kristen, how about this one?
Um, Little John released the arrow, but he missed the target. The second one.
It is the second one. Very good because we have he after the CC. So that's another subject. So where does the comma go?
Um, After but.
Actually, it's right before the CC. See the pattern here, MC, comma, CC, MC. So it goes right here after arrow. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And then how about Dominic? Can you read the next one? If you're there. Okay.
Hello?
I
Hear
got
me?
you now. I got you. Yep. Go ahead and read this one.
Robin was an outlaw, so he could not return home.
Okay. Which pattern does that one follow?
The second one?
That's right, because we have another subject, he, and the fanboys or the coordinating conjunction is so. Where does the comma go, Dominic?
Uh, maybe.
Look
Hold
at
on.
this pattern right here. MC, comma, CC, MC.
Would it be after outlaw?
Yes, good job. It's after outlaw. And then the last one, Alex, go ahead and read that one.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm in the car, so it's the bumpy.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
Robin was an outlaw and could not return home.
Okay, so which pattern do you think that one follows?
Mm, MC.
Actually, it's going to be this one. MC, CC, second verb, because there's no subject after that. It just says and could not return home. So it's just connecting the next verb. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. All right, that's a good practice. Let's go to the this practice page. And how about Abby? Can you read this one, please?
I welcome you to try, countered the stranger with a twinkle in his eye. I'm happy to wait.
Okay, nice. Good job. We've got countered. That means like to respond or oppose somebody. So if you counter somebody, you're saying the opposite. So basically it's challenge. That's what they're doing right now. So countered is like a challenge. All right, articles, go ahead and find those. And then how about Tyler, where's the three nouns?
Okay, it took me a bit to find my last article. Okay, I
Okay.
is a noun.
I is actually going to
Oh
be
wait, actually no, that's gonna be the other noun.
the pronoun.
Yeah,
You're close.
great, you said it. Okay, let's
Oh,
see.
you were trying to be, yeah.
Stranger.
Stranger is one noun.
I
No, I is going to be the pronoun, remember? So it's not going to be a noun.
I just do the pronouns now. Um, let me see here.
Look at this article. That's a clue for you.
Yeah, because the noun's in the twinkle.
Yeah, so twinkle could be a verb. Sometimes if a light is twinkling, it means it's doing something. But in this sentence, a twinkle, that's a noun. And there's one more. It's
Try.
a, it's a thing.
It's a
Twinkle
thing. Okay,
in his,
I.
yes. Oh,
I
is
said
that
I.
what,
You said that was a pronoun.
whoa. This is like one of those who's on first things, you know?
That's why I was questioning you because it's a thing.
I thought you were talking about this one. Right there. It's all my fault. I thought I didn't see that. Tyler, you're right. That's also I. That's what I was
All
thinking.
right.
Okay, all right. You were right. So forget everything I just said a minute ago. I is a noun. EYE.
On the
Like
upside,
eyeball.
everyone's here, so you don't technically have to post it to YouTube.
Technically. Oh my goodness. Okay, now the pronouns. Let's see. Kristen, what do you think? Can you figure those out now that we figured out I and I?
I,
I, the letter I, got that.
you,
And you, good.
um, and I'm.
And the I in I'm, yep, right here. That's what I kept thinking, Tyler. I was like, why are you saying that I and then that I? It was totally my fault. I didn't even think about that one. Oh boy. All right, adjectives. How about Ryan? The adjectives. So what are words that are going to describe those nouns?
Adjective?
Yeah, there's only two. So it's going to tell more information about the noun. So if you look at the I, this I, EYE, whose I is it?
Whose I?
Right here. This I. Whose I is it?
Welcome you to encounter the stranger with a twinkle in his eye.
Right
Stranger?
before it. It's actually right before I, right here.
His.
Yes, even though that sounds like a pronoun, that sometimes trips students up because it does sound like it's a pronoun. But in the way it's worded right here, it's his I. So it's telling whose I it is. That
Yeah,
makes
I does sound like a pronoun.
His. Okay.
so does his. Don't confuse us, Tyler. All right, and then how about the last sentence has a word that kind of describes
Happy?
I. Happy, yes. So happy is a feeling, an emotion. That's considered an adjective. Very good. All right, you got that. And then how about Ramsey? I'm going to jump down because I like to do the verbs next. So Ramsey, can you help me find the subject and the verb pairs in here? Like what goes together? This I, the letter I,
Yep.
subject.
Counter.
Countered is a verb, but there's also one right next to I right here.
Welcome.
I welcome, yes, because those go together. I welcome, and then countered, who's countering actually?
You.
Countered the stranger. There you go. The stranger countered. And then there's one more at the very end.
Wait.
It's actually going to be the M. This is a tricky one.
Oh, M.
By the way, let's stick a apostrophe in there. It's missing. I'm. And then Ramsey, did you notice the word to? That's the wrong one. Do you know what we should put there? How do we
Yeah,
fix
we
that?
should cross out and then put T-O.
Just to. Very good. And by the way, wait can be a verb sometimes, but since it has to next to it, that changes it to an infinitive. I've talked to you guys about this before. So anytime you see to next to a verb, to wait, to run, to work, to drive, all of those are called infinitives, and we're not going to label them as a verb because they're functioning as something different.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Oh, you're welcome. You got it. Okay, so now let's go to the main clauses next. So Reagan, what about the main clauses?
The main clause.
They're all going to have a, subject verb pair in them.
Yeah. I welcome.
You only did two subjects.
Keep going. I welcome
You to try.
I welcome you to try is one main clause.
And then the other clause.
Yeah.
So countered the stranger
Start there. Counter the stranger and then keep going.
with the twinkle in his eye.
There you go. And then one more.
And then I'm happy to wait.
Nice. Good. Alex, did you have a question?
Yeah, I thought it's a 3 subject verb pairs. We only have 2 on yours.
Yes. Oh, I'm missing something. Oh, you're right. I am missing
I
something.
see the one you're missing.
What am I missing,
I
Tyler?
think, I think you is a subject in the I welcome you to try.
No, because the subject's
No?
I,
And
but we're missing a subject here.
the I
Oh,
am.
I found.
The I and I'm, is that what you said, Abby?
The I is the subject, and then you have the verb is am.
Yes. Thank you. I missed that. Thank you, Alex, for pointing that out. So yes, those two go together. I am, I'm. All right, prepositional phrases. How about Kristen? Do you see where those are?
To wait.
Not that one because it's an infinitive. That's a weird one. So not to wait because wait is functioning differently here. So not that one.
In his eye.
There you go. In his eye is one.
To try.
No, that's another infinitive. This one's tricky. They've got infinitives in here.
With a tring.
There you go. With a twinkle is one. In his eye is the other one. Alex, I saw your hand. You probably saw it too. But yes, good, Kristen. You got it. All right. Indent, easy peasy. Capitals, easy peasy. Go ahead and find those. There's only two. It's the two letter I's, by the way, not the EYE. All right, comma rule. Let's see. Dominic, do you know what we do with the comma? We're going to add one. Do you know where it goes?
Is it after stranger?
Not after stranger. It's going to have to, you know what actually might be easier to figure out? I'm going to have you do something different, Dominic. What about tell us where the quotes are? Like, where is the speaking parts? Let's do that instead, because that'll help you figure out the comma too.
I welcome you to try.
There you go. That's one thing he says. I welcome you to try. And then what's the other thing that he says?
I'm happy to wait.
Yep. Good. I'm happy to wait. There's a lot of stuff happening here, so hopefully you guys can see that. So now based on that, the comma is going to go between the quote and the attribution. So do you see where that goes, Dominic?
Is it after try?
Yes, you got it. Because countered the stranger is the attribution. So I welcome you to try. When you guys go to write this, make sure you put the comma inside the quotation mark down here when you write it. Okay. So we got that. We got the comma. End mark is just going to be a period. Make sure that goes on the inside too. Homophone, got that. Apostrophe, got that. Okay, cool. We were done and I didn't even know it. So yes, Tyler. Did I
Why
forget?
did why does the comma go inside the quotation? That doesn't really make sense.
That's just a rule. It's a punctuation rule for quotations. Like, you know how there's two parts. There's the quote and then the attribution, and the comma separates the two. That's just a rule.
Okay.
It's not necessarily to pause. It's just like it's separating it. Like it's a quote is separate than the attribution. So, all right. Any other questions before we move on? Is good. Okay. All right. Go ahead and put away your grammar for now. And last week, um, you just had, I think you just had the grammar for last week. So that was pretty easy. That was kind of nice. This week, we're going to get deep into learning about coconut crabs. We kind of started it last week. So get out everything from your front pocket, including this keyword outline that we started in class. Hopefully you didn't lose any of this stuff. And all the articles about coconut crabs. There's 3 different ones we're going to look at today. We left off on marking the paragraphs. We were labeling them basically because we were working on this part right here, possible topics. And we started Article A, and then we're going through those paragraphs. We labeled the first one diet and the second one body and strength. You guys have that figured out. So now we're going to continue skimming. I know I talked to you about skimming. The way I do it, there's different techniques with it. The way that I learned that works for me is reading the first sentence and then letting your eyes fall on what you think that paragraph's going to be about and just kind of confirming that. And then you label the paragraph. So we already did the first two on Article A. So let's get out this one, page 119. And yours should have an A here like this. So that, like I said last week, matches this A. When we get to the point today of filling out our keyword outline, we're going to make sure we pull information from A for A, okay? And we already labeled these two. The first one was about the diet of a crab. Yes.
Body.
Body. Just kidding. Thank you. Body and strength. Is that what we put here, Tyler?
We just put body.
Oh, just put body. Okay, good. And then this one was diet. Is that what you guys had?
Diet and strength.
Oh, diet and strength. So no wonder I messed up on my notes.
I eyed that pretty well.
Ah, look at you. I think we had strength. Yeah, I see why we did that because strength kind of goes with body, even though the paragraph was labeled with diet. Okay, I'm with you. Yes, you did eye that. Go to the back. There's more. Whoops, not that one. There's a little bit more on the back. This is page 120. I don't think we labeled this one yet, did we? On 120?
No.
Okay. First sentence, man and coconut crab do not coexist well at all. Wow. Okay, so we're talking about humans here. So I'm going to kind of skim from here. I see islanders, Asians, delicious, nutritious, and disappearance, human population, careful, capture, and considerable pain. I see that. Hold long periods, tickle underside of body. Maybe the crab will let go, maybe it won't. Yikes. Okay, so I'm thinking this is about human interactions with crabs. Sounds like humans eat the crabs, but they also have to basically fight them.
Just to let you know, I don't know if it's just my screen, but yours is kind of blurred.
Is it? Okay.
I don't know if it's just my screen, but it's like pretty.
I think it's just your screen. Mine's.
Let me try to see if I can. Sometimes it's this camera. Let me see if I can get it. I put humans on there, by the way.
Yeah, so what do we do? I just got back home. I had another class somewhere.
No,
So
that's okay. No worries. How's that? Any better?
Kind of.
Lighter is probably your computer. I'm not sure what's going on. But anyway, you're going to put the word humans here because we're talking about humans and crabs. So I just turned it to the side and wrote humans there. And we're going to add that to our possible topics list. So go ahead and put humans here and an A. Okay, so we got to finish up our list so that we can decide what we're going to write about. I'm going to go a little bit faster than I did last week. So let me know if I'm going too fast though, okay, you guys, because I know this is new for some of you. All right, we're done with A. So now go ahead and find source B. It says it right here. This is page 121. It's a new article, different article. This is going to be article B. Even though it says B here, I just want you to put a big B at the top with a box around it. Because those of you who know me, I really like to be organized. And I know if I see a B with a box, it's going to go on this outline with the B. And I need it to match for my own eyes. Okay. All right. So coconut crabs in print and on the web. First sentence, coconut crabs, which are crustaceans, have an exoskeleton and live on land. I think it's going to talk about the body. So now I'm going to check that. I see weighing 9 pounds, 3 feet, leg to leg, small dog, primitive lung, underwater more than an hour, eggs, live alone, dig for themselves, climate, cool, humid, hunt, night, sense of smell. So there's a couple of different things I see in here. I see some things about their body, but I also see some things about their habitat. Did you guys notice that? Tyler?
I'm thinking maybe we can put like body/life.
Body/life.
Yeah, because it also, I mean, it goes into that they live alone and that they can only be underwater for a certain amount of time.
You guys like that idea? Body/life? Yeah, I
Or
see.
climate.
Yeah, it could be life or it could be habitat, but I like life. I like that you chose that. Abby gives you a thumbs up. Enthusiastic thumbs up. All right, now I'm going to have you guys take turns. Now we kind of have a sense of what our topics, the pattern, like we're going to start seeing a pattern here. So let's put next to body and strength, let's put a B here because now we're on article B. We're listing like where are we finding these things? We did add the word life, so I'm going to put a B next to life too. That's kind of like how they live, which was a good idea, Tyler. So how about we go to Abby, read the first sentence of the next paragraph and then just say some words that you pick out and tell me what you think that paragraph, you might even know just by the first sentence. So what do you think that one's going to be about?
The diet of coconut crabs includes fleshy fruits, seeds, and plant matter like leaves and the pith of fallen trees.
Okay.
Omnivores,
Mhm.
scavengers, dead animals, shells, 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 shelters, cannibals, killers, pilfer things, dirty forks,
Yeah.
robber crabs,
Yeah.
dirty
Oh,
killer
there's more on the
crabs,
back. Yeah, you can keep going. 122.
drop coconut, clip coconut, pierce holes in coconuts,
Mhm. Yeah.
patient, determined omnivores.
Okay, good. I like how you did that. What do you think? What are we going to label this one?
Mm. I I think it's more about their diet, but also what they do to their food.
Yeah, diet, maybe
Mm,
like, what do you think?
I don't know.
Diet. I think diet for sure. Let's put diet.
Diet, we have diet and name too.
Yeah. And it's kind of talking about the strength too, huh? Like how they open the coconuts and stuff. What do you think, Abby? You think it's strength or behavior or something like that?
Yeah, I think we could do diet/behavior
Behavior. Kristen, did you have an idea?
or actions.
Yeah.
On diet/hunting.
Oh, hunting. Yeah. That's not a bad idea. Like how they find their food, pilfer things and all right, I like that. I'm gonna put hunting, but you can put what you think best describes that. Diet/hunting works. So we can put a B here and then add hunting down here. Because you're gonna notice that it kind of you can kind of combine some of these, like even strength and hunting, those topics would combine well in a paragraph. All right, good. And then how about Tyler do the next one on the back here for 122, starting with but mankind.
Yeah, I can. Let me just write hunting down.
Yeah, no problem. I know I'm going kind of fast here, so go back to that. That's what I have here.
Okay, which one?
So on the back, on page 122, it starts with but mankind. So read that first one and then kind of see what you think that paragraph's about.
Do you want me to read it out loud?
Yes, please.
All right, but mankind might consider exercising more resistant with coconut crabs. Conservation is needed.
Yes.
Unfortunately, people capture the
Oh, don't
crabs.
read the whole sentence now.
Oh,
So you got the
oh,
first sentence.
okay.
So now you're just going to kind of
Yeah.
skim. What do you think it's about? And you can pick out words like Abby did, like just say random words that your eyes fall on. Like I see people, pets, humans.
So I'm reading this and I see like people capture crabs,
Uh-huh.
humans, adult
Uh-huh.
crabs,
Uh-huh.
juvenile crabs, watch out predators. So I'm thinking this is sort of about like the
Yeah. Danger to
danger to
probably humans, right?
yeah.
I mean, if we had to pick one that we already had, it almost sounds like it's talking about like humans and crabs. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. So let's put humans here. It does talk a little bit about their behavior in that part, but for the most part, it's talking about humans. So you can include some of their behavior if you choose that for one of your topics. And then how about Ryan? This last, I know you guys are writing that down. I just put a B next to humans here. And now we're on this one, 122. So just read the first sentence and then pick out some words and tell me what you think it's mostly about.
Okay. People who handle adult coconut crabs often regret it.
And then skim. Gotta skim, bro.
Yeah, like just let your eyes go and pick out some words that stand out to you.
Let's see. People, Hanks, Grip,
Uh-huh.
the American Naturalist,
Uh-huh.
United States,
Okay.
Navy, Pacific Islanders, Burrows, Fingers,
Good.
Crab's body,
Good. Good.
leathery material.
So can you tell so far what you think it's mostly about?
Let's see.
Based on what like even in that first sentence, I see the word people. So that might be a clue that it's
Maybe
mostly
how
about.
people handle the coconut crabs.
Yeah, so like maybe even humans again. Maybe it's talking a little bit more about humans and crabs.
Yeah.
You think so? I think so too. I think this is, we could call it humans again. So it's basically when I put the word humans, I'm talking about like how they interact, how humans or people interact with crabs, not cats. I don't know where that came from. So we're going to add, it's already here. We already got B. So we're done with that. Okay. All right. So we got humans, humans. This is on page 122. So both of these paragraphs talk about humans and interacting with crabs. All right. We got one more article. So jump to C now. We got this. We're almost there and you'll see why we're doing this. How about Ramsey? We're on this one now. Make sure this has oops, just kidding. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not the right one. Should be C. It's messed up here. This
Page
one.
123.
Yes, 123. Thank you. This is going to have a C, so make sure you put your C here. And then when you're ready, Ramsey, you can read this is a huge crustacean. So you're going to read the first sentence and then tell me if you know right away what you think it's about, you can tell me, or just pick out some words and then tell me what you think it's mostly about.
Okay. While the people read it, are we supposed to be writing down like the words that they say or no?
No,
Okay.
no, you don't need to. We're just skimming. So it's a skill where you're just kind of checking really quickly what the paragraph is about, but no, you don't need to write those words down.
Okay. Coconut crabs scavenge nocturnally, feeding on scraps, dead creatures, and corpses of other crabs.
Good.
Powerful
Good.
seize, shred, ract, birds, hatchlings, predators,
Good.
thieves, ability, odors, crabs, objects,
So let me
verb.
pause you right there. Do you think you already know what it's about? Mostly?
Yeah.
What do you think it's about?
Like what they scavenge on.
What they scavenge on, okay, and what they maybe their diet, since we already have diet on our list.
Mhm.
I think so too.
No.
So once you figure it out, you can just put it on there. So that one's mostly about the diet because I heard words of things they eat. So you're going to see kind of a pattern here between these articles. So for diet, next to diet here, we're going to do comma C. So now we know that they talked about diet in articles A, B, and C. All three articles talked about their diet. Okay, that was good. How about Reagan do the next one right here on 123? Are you there, Reagan? Okay.
Yep. Along with lobsters, shrimps, insects, coconut crab, long animals, circa crustaceans. Is that what it is? Crustaceans. Crustaceans.
It's actually crustacean. That's
Oh,
a weird word. Yeah,
crustacean.
crustacean.
Latin. Crusta. Shell. Adult.
Can you already tell what it's talking about mostly?
Yeah.
What do you
It's
think?
about what family they're in.
Yeah.
Like what type of, like, there's fish in there, lobsters, shrimps,
What
the
about
coconut
like
crab.
their body? Do you think it's talking about their bodies, like how it's structured?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
talking about their bodies.
Yeah, I think so too. I think bodies is a good one to put here. So we'll put their body. Okay, so body, we've got here body and strength. It kind of goes together. We're going to put a comma C here on our list. So you can go ahead and mute again, Reagan. And then let's see who else hasn't had a turn here. Alex, have you had a turn yet? I don't think so. So, wait, is Alex in here still?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I couldn't find you for a second. Go to the back of that one. This is page 124. Just read the first sentence and then skim and tell me what you think it's about.
Okay. Let's see. Marine scientists point out that although adult crabs are shown huge and formidable, younger crabs are at risk.
Yeah, that one is formidable.
Formidable.
Yeah.
Saw juvenile crab, abandoned, shell shelter, attacked, killed. Older, too tight, exoskeleton, vulnerable, offspring, shoreline habitats, shrinking, how Long Island coast, people live and visit, crab meat, seafood, locals enjoy, merchants, coconut crabs, sell, people, exotic pets, International Union of Conservation of Nature, coconut crabs as data deficient. Marine scientists don't know enough about these crustaceans. Study.
You could probably, yeah, you're right there. Okay, so what do you think?
Crab
This
meat is
was a
good.
little different. What did you say?
Crab meat is really good.
Animal?
Crab meat.
Crab meat?
Well, I don't blame the seafood vacationing tourists.
Yeah, one word that I noticed in the first sentence was that word risk. They're at risk.
Right.
And after you read some of those words, I'm wondering if they're talking about like extinction or if like they're endangered.
Yeah, that's what it seems to like. They don't know a lot about them. Probably because like
Yeah,
heard of
like
touch.
yeah, they're shrinking, like their habitats are shrinking. So I'm wondering if this is a new category. I'm thinking about calling it endangered. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Hey, that's
Yeah.
crazy. It says Bora Bora, like that one story where like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Bora Bora. I need to know.
Yeah. I remember that too. All right. So this is a new category, endangered. So let's add that endangered here. And that's going to be C. All right, I think we got our collection of topics. So that's how you do this. When you're doing a research paper and you've got different things to look at, you're going to notice, you're going to see a pattern in some articles like diet, A, B, and C, and body and strength, A, B, and C. And that makes it really easy to track that. Then you got some extras down here that are a little different. So what we're going to do is pick a topic. And then we're going to start filling in the keywords from those paragraphs that match A, B, and C on the articles. So for the sake of those students that are in here that have, this is their first time doing this, I'm going to have you start, I'm going to have the whole class start with their body and strength. Let's start here. So go ahead and circle body and strength on your list of possible topics since it's in A, B, and C. Now, I know some of you like Tyler and Abby, you guys have done this before, so you know how to combine things. So I'm going to leave that up to you if you want to move forward with that. But the rest of you, I want you to definitely use body and strength as your topic. So under A, at Roman numeral 1, I want you to put body slash strength on each of these. Body slash strength. This is going with A next to Roman numeral 1, B next to Roman numeral 1, body slash strength. Oops, I did not spell strength right. That's what you get for multitasking. TH. Okay. And then for C, body slash strength. And then for fused, body slash strength, and then a comma and a blank. And I'll explain why in a second. So go ahead and fill those in. Tyler?
Why are we putting all of the same topic on each one?
Okay, great question. So if you remember from last year, this whole page is for one paragraph. This
Yes.
whole page is for the first paragraph. So your first paragraph only has one topic. Ours is body slash strength. Technically, it's one because we're talking about both of those parts, of the crab. So your whole first paragraph is going to be about the body and strength, but we're listing it here just to keep yourself organized. So now we're going to go to Article A, look for the paragraph that we put body and strength, and we're going to look for facts to list.
So we're just doing body slash strength for all of them?
Yep, just
Oh,
for the first paragraph, and then we'll do something different for the second paragraph. Does that make sense? Okay.
not really, but I'll go with it.
Okay, well, go with it. Go with it. Hopefully it'll make sense in a minute. It's okay. Because we did this before, so I think you might remember. Now, for your Article A, go there again for A. This is page 119. I always erase mine because I'm using it again for different classes, but you should have body here and habitat. Is that what you guys have for this paragraph? And then this one, I think we put diet and strength. Oops. Give me a thumbs up if that's what you guys have on yours. Good. You're looking for information about the body and strength of the force, of the crab. So with the strength of the crab. So for A, you're going to look for at least 3 facts, 4 or 5. If you find extra, you can use 4 or 5, but you have to find at least 3. So now we skimmed this. So now I'm going to have you read this silently to yourself. You're going to read that first paragraph and look for any facts that you find about the body of the coconut crab, like how many legs it is, how many inches it is, how much does it weigh, what color is it, those types of things that just focus on the body. Okay. And read this paragraph, and you can look for facts about just the strength. How strong are they? Like this part where it talks about the biting force of an alligator. So you're going to look for some facts and underline them, and then transfer what you underline here with 3 keywords, like we always do. Numbers and symbols and abbreviations, those are free. So go ahead and take a minute and read those and find your facts and start filling in here for 1, 2, and 3, and 4 and 5 if you need it. And I'm going to stand right here and wait for you. So let me know if you have any questions, okay? So Reagan, go ahead and get started. You guys need to stop on the chat for a minute.
So pretty much what we need to do is just find all the facts.
You're focusing on the facts that relate to body and strength.
Just for A?
Just for A right now. You're just going to look at Article A and put those, the keywords, numbers, and symbols, whatever you need to do to find at least 3.
All the
Okay?
way to 5 if we need to.
If you need to, but at least 3. Try to get at least 3 right now. And remember, it has to be about the body or the strength. So that's what you're focusing on. So if you see other things in the paragraph, don't include that. Focus on the body and strength.
So like for instance, like coconut crabs are like largest, that'd be about their body. What's coconut crabs?
Largest, what did you say? Land dwelling?
Yeah, like largest would be about their body, so.
Yeah, that would be a good fact to include. And Kristen?
With like the part where it says they live up to like 60 or more years, would that be a part of that?
Yeah, you can include that because you're talking, that's kind of included on the basic body length of time. So yes, you can. That's a good one. And then I see Tyler's hand.
So, since we're on the topic of this, can I put CC for coconut crab, largest crustaceans, and then comma Earth? Or is that not really
Yes.
related? Okay, I can.
Perfect. Perfect. You're on the right track. Reagan, did you write something down?
Yeah, I wrote largest land dwelling Earth, and then ecoskeleton, hard, and many jointed.
Okay, good. And you're going to go ahead and go on to B then, since you're done with A, and that goes for everybody. And I just checked the time. So go ahead and mute, Reagan. You're on the right track though. You got it. So here's what you guys are going to do. Fill in A that goes with Article A, and then you're going to move to Article B, where we put a B at the top of that article. And you're going to find the same information, but actually try to find something different, because you might see that some articles say exactly the same thing. You don't want to record the same facts. So try to look for, if you already wrote about the fact that they're 9 pounds, don't put that they're 9 pounds here or in C, because you already have that recorded. So what you're doing is research. You're recording facts from a little bit from A, a little bit from B, and a little bit from C, recording on your outline, but try to pick different facts to put in there. Okay, yes, I see your hand, Tyler.
So I'm not sure this would work, so I just wanted to make sure. So I'm doing the sentence that says, with an ecoskeleton, this brightly colored creature walks on many jointed legs and has 2 pairs of antennae. So I figured, well, if I want to do this, I have to get creative. So I put ecoskeleton, comma, jointed, cubed, comma, antennae, squared. Does that work?
Yes, if that makes sense to you, yes, that works. You can do that. Yes. And by the way, that does point out something really important. Some sentences have more than one fact in them. So if you need two lines to make that work, you can use more than one number here. But I like what you came up with. That's good, Tyler. Alex, did you have something?
Yeah, so pretty much all we're doing is just about their body.
Yes.
Like for the
That's
what I say, like all this week it's just gonna be about their body, like nothing else.
Yes, just the first paragraph. We're focusing just on paragraph one. So I want to explain really quick. That's a good question. Your first paragraph is going to be about the body and strength of the coconut crab. When you finish with A and B and C, you're going to combine some of the facts from each down here on the fused. So I'm just going to show you real quick. I know that this is new to some of you, but this will make sense the more we do it. Let's say, for instance, you put on number 2, you put something about their 10 jointed legs and how they have 2 antennae, like what Tyler was saying. And you want to include that in your fused, you would copy it down here next to number 1. So what we're doing is mixing up. After you fill these in, you're mixing up your facts into one big outline here for the fused. You're mashing them together. Now they do need to flow. So if you're talking about their legs and you have 2 facts that you want to include about their legs, keep those together. And then if you're talking about like their exoskeleton and it's a hard shell on the outside of their bodies, keep those facts together so it flows when you go to write it. But what you're going to do is pick some from A, some from B, and some from C, and you're going to copy them here on the fused. You have to have 6. You can have 7. And then when you go to write your paragraph, you're going to use only the fused to write one paragraph about their body and strength. Okay, Kristen, do you have a question?
So are we only writing one paragraph?
Yes, but the hardest part about this assignment is getting this ready. So this is where it's going to take time. You're going to look at Article A, find facts. You're going to look at Article B, find facts about the body and strength. Go to Article C, find facts about the body and strength, and then pick your favorites of those. Put them in order that makes sense here, like grouping certain things together. And then you're going to build this and then write one paragraph. So that's going to be the hardest part. Does that make sense, Kristen?
Yeah, so we're not writing like anything about anything else. We're only writing about body and strength.
Good question. Yes. For this week, yes. So this is like an introduction to this style of writing, which is like research style. So yes, you're only writing about body and strength. Great question. That's really good. So yeah, you're just writing the first paragraph, and then next week we'll do paragraph 2. And it'll be about something different. So right, this week is only about the body and strength of the coconut crab.
Next week, are we going to be using the same piece of paper?
On the back, yes, we will. On the back. But so don't lose this. But for this week, just focus on completing this side with A, B, and C and the fused. And then write one paragraph. Those are great questions. Any others, Kristen? Any other questions?
I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
Explain this, but how can we all have body strength on A, B, and C?
Because that is the topic for that paragraph. So
That's the topic we're doing.
yeah, that's only one topic, but I know what's confusing is because you have multiple keyword outlines going on. But the reason is because you have multiple references. You've got Article A, you've got Article B, Article C. So you're combining them. It's like a research paper. So you're taking a little bit from each, but you're focusing on one topic, and that's one paragraph.
Oh, so like next week we're gonna like Christian just said we're gonna turn the paper around, and then next
Mhm.
week after that we're gonna grab a new paper.
Yes, yes. So like next week, it'll be Roman numeral 2, which will be the second paragraph. This is all Roman numeral 1 because it's one first paragraph.
Okay, everything makes sense now.
Good, yay. It's hard to explain it all on Zoom because it's hard to
So
I'm glad you
all
understand.
is all paragraph 1, but even though we have 3 separate keyword outlines, it's because
Yes.
class and then, oh, okay, thank you.
So technically you have 4 separate keyword outlines because you have A, B, C, and fused. So that's technically 4 separate outlines, but it's going to be for one paragraph because we're combining them here. This is what you use. I see your hand, Ryan or Ramsey.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
So this week, are we only writing about body and strength, or are we writing about the diet and how they hunt and everything else?
So somebody else asked the same question. It's a good one. You are only writing about the body and strength. So we're going to forget about all the other topics for now. We're going to focus on the one you circled, which is body and strength. Everybody's going to write about body and strength. Okay. And you're going to find information from A and B and C only about body and strength. And then your fused is only about body and strength, but you're combining information from each there. You're copying it down from here.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for asking the same
Oh,
question.
no, that's okay. No, I know this is new. Don't worry about that. It's okay. I know it's hard to grasp it. I think the first time you do it, the second time is going to be a lot easier. So, after you get done with A, B, and C from the articles, then you're not going to need the articles anymore for this part. You're just going to focus on gathering information from each to put down here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Oh, you're welcome. And is there anything else? Because I know we're running a little over today. You guys did great. I know this is new for some of you. All right. That's it. I did record this. If you want to go back and go, what did she mean? What was that for? What are we supposed to do? Go back and watch the recording if you need to. You can watch it on 2 times and hear me talk really fast too. That's always fun. All right, you guys. Good. You got
Keep
this.
an eye out for that.
Keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out for the right eyes.
Yes. I won't forget that one.
The I or the letter I?
Yeah, which is it? Because they sound the same. That would be like a homophone, right?
I-E, and like, no, it's like I.
What if it's I, Captain? There's also that I, Captain.
It's so confusing.
All right, you guys. You got this. Good job, everybody. I'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Thank you.
You're
Bye. Thank you.
welcome. Bye.